Hello, in this video I will demonstrate how to initiate RStudio projects and how to start producing dynamic reports using R Markdown documents. So let's get started. You see the opening view of an RStudio software. So whenever you launch RStudio, this is what you would likely to see. You may have some different layouts and you'll need to change your layout using this prompt and arrange the panes the way you would like. I recommend this one because it offers the greatest view of the script. So in order to start a new project, you click right here. So project none, select new project. If you have an existing directory, choose this option. If you want to start a new directory from scratch, as I do right now, choose this new project. And let's say we'll call it project 1. We can change the directory where we store this repository. In this case, this is just my temporary location, so I'm going to keep it as is, or we'll create a new project. Okay, so looks like almost nothing has changed, but if you look closely in the top right, you'll see that now it has the name project 1, and it lists the location where that project is located. Another way to demonstrate is to type git wd in the console to get the exact location of this folder. And another way is to go to the Files tab and click on this icon in order to bring you back to the working directory or the root of this project. Notice that it spells the address on your hard drive where your project is located. A good practice in any project is to have at least two folders. One folder that would store the data and another folder that would store the analysis. It's a good programming practice to separate the analytic scripts or the scripts that work with data and the data storage themselves. Virtually nothing should be stored directly in the root. There's some exceptions like git ignore files or readme files, but other than that, no real working script should be stored in the root. Another useful feature is to sort by type, and you click the space above the green arrow in order to sort by type, and that brings all your folders to the top in an alphabetical order, and it's a little bit easier to navigate the project directory within RStudio. So let's create the first report in this project. We want to click on File, New File, R Markdown. This would allow us to knit dynamic reports. So title, let's say my report 1. Author, default output format HTML as opposed to PDF or Word. So yeah, this should be your default choice. Click OK. We don't really need the history tab, so I'm going to collapse it here. Notice that this is untitled, so it's unsaved report. This is just a boilerplate text that gives you an example of what this report is supposed to be. So it combines headings of sections. So this would appear in the table of content. It combines the text or human targeted annotations and the programming code that will actually carry out the work. So if we try to run this report or knit this report, this will ask us to save this first. So instead of saving it into the root, let's save it into the analysis. And in fact, I'm going to create a new folder called project, my report 1, and I will save this into that my report 1, and I'm going to name the file the same as I name my directory. Okay, so now that I've saved it, I press knit, so it compiles the report into HTML. It shows this report in the viewer. We can also view it in the open in the browser. So let's do that. It's open in this browser. So I'm opening it in Chrome. So this is what it looks like. It has, again, this annotations text plus the R commands plus the output that these commands generate. So the same thing, here's our heading, right? So this is our including plots. Here's our text below this heading, and here's our graph that is generated from this script. Checking back within RStudio, we'll see that now our analysis has this folder My Report 1, and this folder has the RMD, that's this document, plus the HTML that it produced. So this HTML is read-only, so it will be regenerated every time that you run this RMD.